Ciao ragazzi e bentornati, io sono Manu e questo è Italy Made Easy. And today we're starting a little journey down the dark alleys of the Imperfetto. If you don't know, the Imperfetto is a past tense that we use in Italian, usually to describe something in the past or to describe an ongoing action that took place in the past, or we use it to describe habits, to talk about habits. So, in case you don't know how to use the Imperfetto, don't worry, I will help you out with a different video very soon. But today we're working on the pronunciation side of it because it is a very tricky verb to pronounce because it's got a lot of syllables and you never know where the accent is. So let me help you with this. We're working with the verb comprare. So first I'm going to show you the whole conjugation. Now, if you have no idea about the Imperfetto, have fun watching this video, but don't worry too much. But once you know how to use the Imperfetto, come back and we'll fix the pronunciation, okay, and the intonation. Comprare, the way we put this in the Imperfetto would be to get rid of the re and attach a series of ending, which are vo for I, so compravo. Now what does it mean? Compravo means I used to buy, or I would buy, or I was buying. It means a bunch of things. It doesn't mean I bought, because that's the passato prossimo, which we've already seen that. But this one is I used to buy, or I would always buy, stuff like that. Okay, I was buying. So, compravo, io compravo, tu compravi, lei comprava, lui comprava. Now, it gets difficult here because it gets longer. Noi compravamo. Noi compravamo. Here's a little tip. In the Imperfetto, when you get to noi, you have to stress the va of the Imperfetto. All verbs have it, okay? Now, voi compravate, voi compravate, you used to buy or you were buying. Again, you want to stress the va, compravate, not compravate or anything else, like compravate, okay? Loro, another tricky one, compravano. This one is tricky because we do not stress the va. We stress the one before, the syllable before, it's compravano. So it's compravano, okay? So, practice, practice, practice. Pick another verb and try and quickly do an imperfetto. Parlare. I'll wait. Okay? I'm going to do very quickly. Parlavo, parlavi, parlava, parlavamo, parlavate, parlavano. Get it right? Cool, we can move on. Now we're going to use comprare in the imperfetto in sentences. This one is a really, really useful video. The other ones were too, but the imperfetto is the tense that I hear mispronounced the most. Okay, so I have a bunch of really cool sentences. The first one goes, it's about me. Da piccolo, which is an expression that means when I was little, meaning when I was young. Okay. Da piccolo, compravo, I would buy or I used to buy, sempre. Now here's the thing, the imperfetto often comes with a time adverb, something that tells you how often you did something. So most common, you would have sempre, always, or spesso, often, or often, the way you say it. Okay? Spesso, or sempre. So this one, da piccolo compravo sempre. I would always buy, I always bought, I used to buy all the time, okay? What did I buy? Il gelato per mia nonna. Ice cream for my grandma. So, long sentence, but yes, imperfettos usually happen in long sentences, okay? Why? Because they describe stuff. So they have all these beautiful parts of the story. So anyway, okay, I'll say a normal speed, which again, you think it's super fast. It is, but that's normal, okay? Da piccolo compravo sempre il gelato per mia nonna. Da piccolo compravo sempre il gelato per mia nonna. Ok? Da piccolo compravo sempre il gelato per mia nonna. 4 peaks, really, yeah? Da piccolo compravo sempre il gelato per mia nonna. Da piccolo compravo sempre il gelato per mia nonna. Perfetto, okay, so now you. Da piccola, as a little girl, sorry if you're a guy, it's fine. Da piccola, compravi, you used to buy, sempre, always, la frutta al mercato, fruit at the market. That was your thing, okay? I'll say it. Da piccola compravi sempre la frutta al mercato. Da piccola compravi sempre la frutta al mercato. Good. What would it sound without the sempre? Same. Da piccola compravi la frutta al mercato. Da piccola compravi la frutta al mercato. Now, next one, she, okay? Marco, he, okay, Marco. Da piccolo, so as a young boy, da piccolo, Marco, guy, comprava, used to buy, spesso, often, le figurine. Le figurine is like Italian cards, like the stickers. Usually we buy them with soccer players, you know, stuff like that. It's like, they're our version of baseball cards and stuff like that, okay? So, and they are adhesive. So, da bambino Marco comprava spesso le figurine. Now this one is super slow and nobody will say it that way, okay? I'll say it at normal speed. Da bambino Marco comprava spesso le figurine. Da bambino Marco comprava spesso le figurine. I know you can do it. Come on, don't panic. Go. Da bambino Marco comprava spesso le figurine. Now, if you need to breathe, as long as you don't breathe in the middle of a block. What's a block? Da bambino is a block. Marco comprava spesso is a block. Le figurine is a block. You see why? Contextually, it makes sense that you wouldn't break up da bambino, that's a phrase, as a child. Marco comprava spesso, Marco often bought, that's the verb. Okay, so you don't want to break up things that logically belong together, but you know, you don't have to be supersonic, but don't slow down and don't break out the blocks, okay? Now, noi. Now, this one is super, super hard, okay? But that's the point of the imperfetto, because I'm throwing in another imperfetto, because imperfettos often hang out together, okay? So, quando abitavamo in Italia, when we used to live in Italy, quando abitavamo, that's the verb abitare in the imperfetto of noi. Abitavamo, we used to live in Italia. Compravamo, that's our verb, we used to buy or we would buy, la pizza tutti I giorni, pizza every day. Okay, so it's a lot of stuff here. I'll have to look because I'll forget probably. Ok, quando abitavamo in Italia compravamo la pizza tutti I giorni. I remembered. Quando abitavamo in Italia compravamo la pizza tutti I giorni. I'm being really nice. That was kind of slow, wasn't it? Okay, I'll say it better. Quando abitavamo in Italia compravamo la pizza tutti I giorni. No, that was fast, ok. Quando abitavamo in Italia compravamo la pizza tutti I giorni. But that's close to reality, eh? Quando abitavamo in Italia compravamo la pizza tutti I giorni. Good, perfetto, ok. So, same thing but about you, ok? Quando abitavate in Italia compravate la pizza tutti I giorni. Quando abitavate in Italia compravate la pizza tutti I giorni. So when you guys lived in Italy, you used to buy pizza every day, ok? Quando abitavate in Italia, compravate la pizza tutti I giorni. Perfetto, ok? And finally, different sentence. Da piccoli, when they were little, I miei fratelli, my siblings, erano buoni, were good. Or, you know, like well-behaved or whatever, okay? So here's another imperfetto. Erano, they were. That's a description in the past. So we use the imperfetto. They used to be good. Okay? So not too long, but still difficult. Okay? Da piccoli I miei fratelli erano buoni. Da piccoli I miei fratelli erano buoni. Perfetto. Well, that's it for now. Complimenti. Questo è l'imperfetto. Don't miss the next videos. They're all linked in playlists and links and stuff. You can't miss them. And of course, these are difficult. So I encourage you to play the video again and again until you feel comfortable and confident that you have the right intonation and the right speed. And the best way to test yourself is by replacing the time reference and the object of whatever sentence we're using. So in this case, instead of saying da piccolo compravo sempre il gelato per mia nonna, change something. Don't buy sempre, buy spesso. Instead of da piccolo, make a little sentence. If you know how to speak Italian at a certain level, you could say quando abitavo a Roma, quando abitavo in New York, when I lived in Rome, when I lived in New York. Play with it and just get speaking, okay? That's it for now. Grazie mille, ci vediamo nel prossimo video. Un saluto e un braccio, that means an arm. Un abbraccio, that's a hug, sorry. Ciao ciao.